Yo, what's up, peeps? Back with another moving picture. So I just been at the gym, not like a real gym, like a Pokemon gym, just training up. But in the meantime, I got this video for you guys. It's just a fiery, burning, spirit fighting Pokemon team. But there's one fire type, which is Rapidash. But like there was two other fire types. I thought, they're all like burning, passionate. Okay, whatever. So my opponent here, I think it's Itachi, right? He starts off with the Suicune. We're starting off with our Jolly Rapidash. It's a physical set. Pegasus with Sword Stance. We got the Mega Horn, Smart Strike, Flare Blitz. So this guy's walling me pretty good here, but I just thought I'd go for a Sword Stance, and I have the Focus Sash on this Rapidash, so that made for a good combination. I guess I took the set from who is it? The fourth or the third. I think it was Flint from the Elite Four. He has like somewhat similar set. But anyways, so yeah, we get some pretty good damage on the Suicune. Going into our Hitmonchan, which this is our max. I think it's attack and health, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we have the Drain Punch, Bulk Up. We got a Citrus Berry and Bullet Punch. So Ice Punch too. So Suicune's just gonna keep going for Surf. We have some pretty good special defense. It was actually a speed tie, so the second time they actually went first, so that was kind of a bummer. But we actually finished off with the Drain Punch, so we're looking pretty alright. I mean, I wish we went first the second time, so that way we would have more health, obviously, but what can you do, because they had this monster threat right here, Rayquaza, which is a bit of a problem, but I was like, okay, so Ice Punch, hopefully it lands, but yeah, they're going to have the Dragon Ascend, and that's going to be the end of my Hitmonchan. No way we're living that. Yikes. I mean, even at full health, I don't know if I would have been able to live that, so, I guess it probably didn't matter that the Suicune outsped me, right? So, I was like, alright, let's go into, this is our, who is it, Hariyama. I'm not sure what his nickname probably says, or maybe it says Hariyama in Japanese, but, so this one has max health, max attack, it's Guts as well. Hitmonchan was also, that fighting ability that powers up punch moves, and yeah, it has Quick Law. We were trying to go for a Stone Edge, which did not happen, unfortunately. So we're in a bit of a pickle. This Rayquaza is taking us out. So I was like, all right, maybe Gallade can try to live an attack, right, or something. So this Rayquaza now has minus defenses, I think by 2 stages because of Dragon Ascend. So we go for a Psycho Cut, which did not take it out. I was like, are you serious? How? Like, this Gallade is max attack and max speed. So, you know what? That's a bummer. Whatever. It had a Salic Berry as well. So, I think it had Inner Focus. So, terrible. So, I was like, alright, well, let's go for Detect with the Blaziken here. This was my max health and max special defense. So, it's more like a bulky set with leftovers. And, yeah, we're supposed to just go for bulk ups, and then that's how we get our attack up, right? And right here I was just checking my speed in case I didn't outspeed Rayquaza, like if I needed to go for another detect, right? But it was all good, so we got this. It is Jolly, I just want to have a little bit more speed, so yeah. So we took it out with the Brick Break, which just due to its minus defenses, out comes Raikou. Alright, so I was like, what is this thing gonna do? Let's go for a bulk up. Try to get this Blaziken going. I need to get back in this game, So it reveals to have extra sensory, which that's overloading my sensories. So Blaziken doesn't like that, as it's weak to Psychic, of course. Yeah, we're just gonna keep getting some speed boosts, getting some leftovers. So I'm like, alright, well I can go for Detect here, get some more health back, It's probably gonna go for another extra sensory, so that'd be good. We can dodge that all day. So I'm like, so we can probably live another 2 just due to leftovers, and just the initial damage as well wasn't doing too much, right? Because of course this is my max special defense, so that's why we're living those pretty well. So I'm like, alright, let's go for another bulk up. I'm probably gonna need it just to take out this Raikou with the with a single Blaze Kick. I mean, Blaziken's attack and its speed is pretty good, special attack as well, but that just depends if you make it like a mix set or just a special set. So I actually went for Thunder Fang that time. I think it's probably trying to get me paralyzed, so that way I would get, you know, a little bit nerfed, because that way I wouldn't be able to move sometimes, you know, half the time. So I'm just going for another tech just to get some health back, you know. Playing it just a little bit annoying than usual. I usually never have like detect or protect. I'm kind of more of an offensive player, I guess, if that makes sense. Offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive, but anyways. So I was like, I was contemplating right here going for another bulk up, but I actually just went for the blaze kick and just took out the right kick. So I was like, all right, you know, we're looking pretty okay, right? Although I kind of regret not going for another one. You guys will see right now. But so I was like, all right. So Groudon comes in. I'm like, oh, the sun's gonna come in. That's perfect. You know, it's gonna boost up my blaze kick. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be fine for me. I should be able to take this out with one shot. That's what I thought, right? Like boosted fire, blaze kick +2, and Groudon lives it barely, bro. I was like, are you serious? And then it goes for whatever blades, and that's gonna be the end of me. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm pretty sure that's a special move, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of forget. I should look it up. Maybe I'll put it in the video once I'm done anyway. So, alright, we're looking pretty bad now. Infernape, though, we have a solar beam we can use. So we don't have to use the power herb. This is my max speed, max special attack, which, with more speed investment. So it's, what is it? Timid? Yeah, timid. And we have the nasty plot just in case, you know, we want to raise our special attack. So we went for a disrespect flamethrower just to not reveal the solar beam yet, although it's not going to really matter in this game, but it'll be more useful in the other games, I promise. So right here, Ho-Ho comes in. I was like, damn, you see, I could have used Blaziken to take this out, or at least do some more damage, you know, on the Ho-Ho, and then maybe Infernape could have came in and done the job, you know, finished it off. So it also has extra sensory. I was like, damn, do all these goddamn Pokemon have extra sensory, right? So that's super effective. We didn't take that too well, as Infernape is not bulky at all. So we're just going for a flamethrower with nasty plot. Sun Up does almost have to Ho-Ho, which, you know, Infernape, you did okay. You did okay. I should have gone for another bulk up with the Blaziken, is what I saw there. Then I might have had this in the bag, maybe, because I would have taken out the Groudon one shot, done some damage to Ho-Ho, but yeah. So thanks for the battle, Itachi. On to the next battle. We have a little bit more of a fair fight, although it's looking like, you know, more of a competitive set. And this guy's like my twin, Omicron. I think that's his name, yeah. Omicron. Alright, so he sends out the Heracross, which is perfect because I decided to lead here with my Infernape, actually. Super Saiyan God Fire Ape, I guess, because that's what the shiny kind of reminds me of. Because if you guys know, Super Saiyan God is sort of red. But yeah, I like this shiny, not too bad. And then they actually swap out into Swampert, so I was like, ooh, okay. But I decided to go to Flamethrower just to, you know, get some damage on anything that wanted to switch in, maybe. I did think that there was a possibility, but I didn't want to go for Nasty Plot, and then Heracross goes for, like, you know, whatchamacallit, close combat, and I just get KO'd. That would be terrible. So we actually go for a Solar Beam here, and with the Power that's going to hit same turn. I bet the Swampert didn't see that coming, right? And that's going to take it out with 4 times Solar Beam. Super effective. So in comes the Milotic. I was like, okay, well, now I don't have my Power. I could have gone for like a Focus Blast here, but I was like, nah, I'm going to go into my Hariyama, because I'm pretty sure it's going to go for Scald, as most Milotics do. So we're doing that. You know, I'm trying to get like a Guts bonus here, but I actually get pretty unlucky here. Hariyama with the big purple hands. It's like they're swollen, you know, and they got bruised. Anyways, so yeah, this Milotic is definitely the Marvel scale kind. It's probably bulky, so I'm like, alright, I don't want to go for close combat just yet, because if I do that, then Scald will probably take me out, you know, with the minus defenses. So I just went for an Earthquake first, just to, you know, get some initial damage first. Scald's doing some pretty good damage. It's like a 4-hit KO. So yeah, we're going for the Earthquake, and You know, the one time you want to get burned, right? You don't get burned. It's like, come on. All right, so I'm like, all right, well, whatever. I'm just gonna go for close combat, as you know. It seems like I'm not gonna get burnt, and then I get critted right here. I was like, are you serious? Terrible. Okay. Well, that's fine. Hariyama's gone. It did at least some damage. I guess I should have gone for the close combat right off the bat, you know, because if I was gonna get knocked out anyways. Sheesh. So I'm like, all right, let's go for a Gallade here. You know, Gallade has some pretty good special defense naturally. Not defense, but special defense. Yeah. So I decided to go for a Sword Stance just to, you know, make sure I can take out this Milotic. Maybe with the Psycho Cutter. That way I won't have to lower my defenses. I was kind of low-key hoping it would go for Scald just so I can get my Salac Berry maybe. But it decided it actually has a tract. I was like, oh, well, that's great. That's really weird. So I was like, all right, let's go for another Sword Stance. Why not? You know, we go through the tract and we get another Sword Stance off, which is great. We're now sitting at +4, which is really great. And it's gonna go for Scald now. So now I'm hoping not to get burned, because that would be bad on my Gallade. It's not like we have guts or anything. We do have, I think, the inner focus, so we can't get flinched at least. So I was like, alright, which one should I go for? I was thinking about close combat, but I was like, nah, I think Psycho Cut would definitely be enough to take it out. Just hopefully that we don't get, you know, attracted here, bamboozled. So yeah, going for that. Milotic has been taking quite a bit of burn damage, so maybe I only need to go for like one Sword Stance. Yeah, but you never know. You never know. All right, so yeah, we got scummed out there. Hearts are going through our minds. Our heart is beating, but we go through and we land the Psycho Cut, which is great. So Milotic is down. That's a big threat to my team, basically, because it's like the water type, right? And it's super bulky, so. So, you know, finally. So in comes the Gengar. I was like, damn. This is where I wish my Salac Berry came in. So, you know, if I got infatuated one more time and the Milotic hit me with, what's you call it? Scald, I might have been able to get that Salac Berry, and I could have probably outsped the Gengar, right? So I was like, alright, I need someone that can outspeed this. It doesn't seem to have a Psychic type move just because it went for Dazzling Gleam on, you know, my Gallade. So we're gonna send in the Uber Blaziken, right? So it's gonna go for a Sludge Bomb. I just went for a bulk up because I knew I can live pretty much any attack, and I can go for Detect maybe on the next round just to get some more health back, right? So yeah. So yeah, we got the leftovers coming in clutch. Blaziken was a pretty good set, you know. The only weakness is that it doesn't have much coverage, I guess. Like if a Ghost Fire type Pokemon like Chandelier came in, like I'm pretty walled, but good. Luckily, Chandelier is not in this game. So, or like Ho-Ho, right? Like some fire type and flying, like Moltres would be a pretty good counter. So, yeah, it's just gonna keep going for Sludge Bomb. We just went for another Detect, getting some more health back, getting some more speed bonuses in case this is like a Choice Scarf, even though we already know it's not because it went for a different move. But so yeah, we went for a Blaze Kick. It was not enough to take out the Gengar. But I was like, alright, whatever, you know. I could have gone for another bulk up. I was like, that probably wouldn't be worth it in case it had like a Focus Sash. Then I wouldn't be able to really take it out, right? So I was like, alright, that's fine. Let's go for another one. I don't think it doesn't have Shadow Sneak. It's not some weird mixed set. So that's the Gengar down. And we're looking pretty good. We have like +4 speed and +1 attack and defense. So we're looking alright. We're looking alright. So I'm like, alright, who's gonna come in now? Omicron is sending out Charizard. I'm like, okay, the shiny Charizard, for sure, for sure. I mean, some people don't call it shiny no more because it's just so common. But anyways, we're going for another Blaze Kick. It's our best move. We get a critical hit here, which is pretty clutch. So nice job, Blaziken. Charizard's gonna take us out with the Disrespect Flamethrower. I was like, oh, okay. I could have probably lived that if I had like a little bit more health, maybe. But you know, I didn't want to go for Detect in case this thing went for like Dragon Dance and I failed to take it out or something, you know. So I thought better just to get some damage. So Now we send in our Rapidash, aka Pegasus. So, you know, it's a shiny off here with the best, who's the best fire type Pokemon, right? So we're going for a Swords Dance here, and yeah, I'm wondering what this Charizard has to take me out, you know. So yeah, going for that. My idea here was probably just go for a pretty strong Flare Blitz, as it's my strongest attack. You know, Mega Horn's not gonna do too much, neither is Smart Strike, so yeah. Charizard reveals to have Dragon Pulse, which does some pretty good damage. It's like a 3-hit KO, I guess. So yeah, going for another Swords Dance. I just thought I might have needed it to take out this Charizard. I'm not sure if one Swords Dance would have been enough. Maybe. So yeah, we're at red health now. Alright, so I was like, time to, you know, take it out. I was really expecting myself to get KO'd here though, but yeah, so we take out the Charizard. Very nice. I thought I was gonna faint here, but you know, we actually live on 2 health, which is pretty crazy. Believe it or not, right? So in comes the Ninetales. It's gonna power up my fire type moves. I almost said fighting, but fighting. You know, it's pretty similar. That's kind of why I did this team. You know, so Ninetales is shiny as well, looking like, you know, a ghost fire type, which I think it should be, or psychic. So we're going for another Flare Blitz. We actually outspeed the Ninetales, and we take it out one shot, which is pretty great. Probably due to the sun being up. I'm not sure if it would have taken it out without it. You know, so that's great. Rapidash did his job, took out 2 Pokemon. It's basically like a Hail Mary Pokemon, like just go for it. You know, do some major damage. You'd probably take some big damage as well. So the sun is up. I'm like, this is perfect time to send in, you know, back into our Inferni. And now we're full circle. The Heracross comes back in, although it is now in a worse position due to the sun being up. But, you know, I totally get it. It's not like you would want to send Heracross into a Rapidash, right? So we take it out with the Flamethrower, and that's the end of Heracross. We get a critical hit. Don't think that mattered, though. We still had, you know, another Pokemon in the back, so, you know, very good battle. Thank you for the battle, Omricon. Alright, so this next one, it did get sped up a little bit. So they actually just sent in the Rayquaza first. I led off with my Blaziken because they had like a team full of Ubers, right? So I'm trying to redeem myself from the other Uber team with the legendaries. So basically all that happened is that I went for, I believe, a bulk up already. And the Quaza, it's like a mix set. It has Air Slash, Earthquake. What else does it have? I think it reveals to have something else, but anywho, we just went for a Blaze Kick. Oh yeah, Surf. It had Surf. So we're living the Surfs pretty okay. We live on 1 health right there, which is crazy. So yeah, we're doing okay against this Rayquaza. I'm like, I guess it doesn't have Dragon Ascent. Otherwise, I think that would have ascended me to heaven, right? But you know. It hasn't revealed its 4th move yet, so, you know, just saying. So we're going for another Blaze Kick. We did over half damage on the Rayquaza, which, you know, that's pretty good damage. It's going to go for a Earthquake here now, and that's definitely going to take out my Blaziken, even with the bulk up. I mean, maybe if I had like 3 or 4 up, you know, that would have been different. So I'm like, alright, what's going to happen here? Let's try to go for Himochan again, just because it hadn't revealed to have Dragon Ascent or anything, so, you know, I can definitely live an Air Slash or Earthquake or a Surf. So we went for Ice Punch, and then it reveals to have the Dragon Ascent. I was like, oh no, getting flashbacks to the first battle, right? But alright, so now it's getting its defenses back down. This is terrible. This is not good. It's gonna be pretty good against most of my team. We do have Rapidash, which does have the Focus Sash, but I wanted to save that. You know, didn't want to use that quite yet. So I'm trying to believe in the heart of the cards here. We're going back into our Hariyama, hoping that this time the Quick Claw activates and we can get this Rayquaza out of here, which it does activate, but we missed a Stone Edge. I was like, are you serious? Although Rayquaza went for an Air Slash this time instead of going for a Dragon Ascent, maybe it didn't want to lower its defenses some more, but whatever. We get a lucky another Quick Claw, and this time we actually land the Stone Edge. And we make the Rayquaza disappear. So in comes the Mewtwo. So alright, I'm pretty scared of this thing. I'm hoping to get maybe like another quick claw, and we can get like maybe some poison on it, you know. And we get a third quick claw. I'm like, all right, this one we got some good luck here, you know. Although the first Stone Edge, if you know, Rayquaza went for another Dragon Scent, I don't think it would have been the same story. So we do get the poison also. It's gonna go for a Psychic and finish off our Hariyama, but it's fine. At least we got the poison, you know, which is great. So I'm like, okay, I do have Gallade with some pretty good special defense, so I decided to send that in, you know. Oh, it has Steadfast, so if we get flinched, then we get, you know, faster. But it didn't really happen, so you know, I was always trying to boost my speed with Gallade, but it just did not really work out. I guess I was just never in the range. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go for a Sword Stance just because I think I can live whatever this Mewtwo has. You know what I mean? And I was hoping I can get into Salad Berry range. So yeah. Mewtwo's outspeeding us. It went for Flamethrower. Maybe it was trying to burn me or something. Just like I poisoned him. Her. So yeah, we're just gonna go for a Night Slash now. The Mewtwo's now gonna go for an Ice Beam. I was like, oof. That hurts. Alright, so I was kind of scared of a Psychic though, you know what I mean? So I was like, alright, let's just take it out, you know. We don't know what other moves it can have. So yeah, the Mewtwo's gone. It was a threat. So in comes the Darkrai. I was like, alright, well, it probably gonna put me to sleep or something. And it probably has Dream Meteor, right? But we actually outspeed and we take it out with the close combat. I'm like pretty lucky. Also noted that it was shiny as well as the Mewtwo, which is pretty nice. Super sick. Okay. So I'm like, alright, Gallade putting in work right now, right? So in comes the shiny Palkia. I'm like, okay. This is pretty bulky. I don't know if it's gonna be able to. I'm gonna be able to take it out with the close combat. You know, it just has some good natural bulk, but we do take it out with the close combat. I'm like, damn, Gallade putting in work. You know. So right now it's currently a Gallade sweep. Not really. I mean, you know, we didn't take out the Rayquaza, but anyways, that's the only one we didn't take out. So now comes in the Kyogre. I'm like, oh gosh, here comes the Choice Scarf Kyogre. You know what I mean? So right here, I'm expecting to definitely go down. We have 2 more close combats. Let's go for another one. And we outspeed it though. I'm like, oh, and we take it out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is great. You know, that's another threat away. Shiny Kyogre. I'm like, what did it have? Maybe it had like Choice Specs, maybe? Like, you never know. So now comes in Groudon, which is their last Pokemon. I'm like, let's go, Gallade sweep. Although this time I'm not sure I'm gonna take it out just because Groudon is pretty bulky. Yeah, I was right. It's at yellow health, which, you know, not bad though for Gallade. And it's gonna take us out with an Earthquake. I'm like, all right, good job, Gallade. You did your best. You know, now we have a Solar Beam. We can take out this Groudon, and that should be game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Burning Fighting Spirit Pokemon team. This Solar Beam really was clutch with Infernape. I guess people just don't expect it, which is funny. But yeah, I just want to say peace out to my opponent here. I just want to read his name again because I kind of didn't catch it at the beginning. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for the battle, Matt. That's who it was. And yeah, peace out, peeps. Later.